Belle, belle. Hola chicos, ¿qué tal? He tomado eso, un mini descanso. Mierda, tenía que haber servido algo de beber. Que tenía yo aquí el vaso y no me lo he servido. Bueno, pues no pasa nada. He guardado y... Yo creo que tenía que haber visto algo, ¿o no? El traje estaba bien, ¿verdad? No está sucio, me lo acabo de cambiar, ¿verdad? Está casi como nuevo. Vale, el otro es el que se está lavando, vale. Oh, tenemos que abrir esto con la pistola, que no hay que gastar balas. Pum. Vale, perfecto. Y vamos con la metralleta, que me gusta mucho. Hemos vuelto aquí, ¿no? ¡Otra vez! Vale. Vamos. ¿Qué tenemos aquí, tío? Que nos dejamos así al final, ¿no? La chichilla, tú. A ver, a ver. Muñeca de tiempo. Hemos vuelto a la normalidad. Vamos, pues me da tiempo a... Han matado a la Diana, ¿no?
Nick.
He's alive. Ojo, mira para arriba. Ahí está la otra, tú. Me cago en la puta.
Agent Morgan, where are you? Answer me! Come on, open up!
Llegamos tarde siempre, ¿eh?
Diane?
George, call for assistance with the body.
Wait!
She's alive, she's alive. Ojo, cuidado. Es que se va a clavar el pinche en la atroz.
Don't move. Don't move your hands and stay still.
George, it's no good. It won't budge.
Emily, stand back.
¿Qué haces pesas, tronco? Venga.
There's not enough time.
Por si acaso me preparo.
Catch us.
Vamos, tío, cúrratelo. No, venga, por favor. ¡Yeah! Es que un momento tan épico no puede... Ay, por favor. Un momento.
Thomas, call an ambulance.
What? What?
Agent York, George, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I think I'm too old to be an acrobat, though.
Diane looks okay too. She should be able to tell us who did this to her.
God, I
¿Tú
hope
crees? Le han apuñalado en
But you,
el estómago.
so. Quite a catch. I'm impressed.
George? Diane.
Oh, sir, what a beautiful beast. The witchy one who fear off is the many direction. Combinating in sharp voices, slide away.
¿Qué le pasa? Tiene lengua también.
Eroticism in all who clear. Every woman will find herself about being penetrated by those sharp voices. This piece is most unimaginable to color. And yet, this is far more than a wooden piece of art. It is a piece of masterpiece by elegant
Diane?
themselves. Come closer. Begging please.
Diane!
Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames.
Back off! Don't touch me!
¡Madre del amor hermoso!
Diane, no! Move!
Emily, hurry!
Que ya tiene rigor mortis. Madre del amor hermoso, por favor.
I requested, and Thomas will need a body bag too.
Ay, Dios, de verdad, es que el Nick cada vez la curra más para ser más tonto del culo.
Nick, quiet.
Can you hear that?
Yo no. ¡Al perrete! ¡Oh! ¡El perro del otro! ¡Del gordo!
I think he wants us to follow him.
¡Vamos!
Shall we follow, Zach?
¡Oh, Dios! ¡Vamos! ¡Cojones! Madre mía. Mejor animado que los Nintendogs, tú. ¡Let's go! ¡Loco! Son unos pomos gigantes de puerta, ¿no? ¿Y ahora por dónde? ¿Para allá? Let's go. Bueno, no hay mucho camino, así que... Where are you going? Where are you living? Where are you going? Por ahí. ¡Oh! ¿Me estás puteando? Una broma, ¿no? ¡Vamos! Me gusta porque me pone... Es como si fuera la música del coche, ¿sabes? Porque al final vamos... ¡A vero! ¿Bien? Observa. ¿Este cuadro es nuevo? No me suena de la otra vez, pero bueno. ¿Aquí la mataron? Perrete. Tengo que ponerme detrás para que se active. Sí. ¡Ay, Dios mío del amor hermoso! No es por aquí, pero bueno. Pero bueno. ¡Ah! ¡Auxilio, por favor! Voy a ver. A veces me pone a observar, otras veces no, tío. A ver, no tiene mucha ciencia, será aquí, ¿no? ¿Dónde coño ir? A ver. Si lo peor es que hay que seguir al perro para que salte la animación. Si no, no va a saltar la animación de abrir puertas, tú. Madre del amor hermoso. And now? ¿Y ahora qué? Yo te sigo. Empuja, empuja. Me acabo de dar cuenta que ahí hay una marca negra. ¡Ah! One planta. Y el pasadizo. ¿Pero y qué hay por el baño, tú? No puedo, vale, vale, vale.
Willie, are you out there?
Kason, what are you doing in there?
York, is that you? Thank God. I can't get this door open. Can you unlock it from your side?
Kason,
From your
stand away from the
side.
door.
No ha dado tiempo ni siquiera a reaccionar. ¡Oh! ¿Tiene un... ¿Qué está pasando?
Where's Diane? And what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, let's just say I have my reasons, you know, private reasons. I don't really have to tell you, do I?
Actually, you do. Diane just died a moment ago.
What?
You're not just a key witness now. You're now a suspect. And you need to tell me exactly what you were doing here.
Well, I just came here to talk with Diane. To have a conversation.
And I suppose that kiss mark on your cheek is from your conversation.
This was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Which is exactly what killed Diane.
Okay. I came here to be with Diane. You happy now? We've been together before, a couple times. It's one of the reasons why I like coming to this town, see? This time is no different. I bumped into her in a bar in Seattle. I had some holiday coming up. Well, so I just took it and I drove her back here. I have a wife, you know, but we've been separated for a while. we're going through a divorce right now, and I don't want her lawyer finding out. Anyway, how could I kill Diane if I was in a room locked from the outside?
Vamos a ver
2
qué hay
hours
dentro.
ago, me and Diane, we were taking it easy, drinking upstairs. We were, enjoying ourselves. Then Nick had to show up. Well, then Diane had a sudden change of heart. She locked me up in here. I've just been here, waiting for her to come back, of course, but she didn't. I heard footsteps a couple of times, but they just passed by. Well, then I couldn't wait anymore, so I let Willie here out through the window. Then you showed up instead of Diane.
No es lo que me
Zach,
esperaba, ¿eh?
Diane has become the third victim of our killer.
Oh, madre
And
mía, hay que
nada
estar
from
atento, espera.
questioning Nick. Nothing. Got no new leads from questioning Nick.
A ver.
He's taken the death of Diane really badly. In shock, the works. He claims to have liked talking with her about art. But he also had a problem with her views about men. He says that they argued, but not at a level that would lead to a murder. They were about to head out to the bar again together. But while he was waiting for Diane, someone knocked him out cold. He has no idea who it was either. Of course, Kaysen looks like a prime suspect. But that door was locked from the outside. There was no other way in or out of that room.
Okay.
Which means there is no evidence of his involvement at this time. He did say something else. The footsteps he heard outside the room were not heels, but a man's boots. And Nick was wearing boots. But now that Diane's dead, no one can back up Nick's statement. Which is why we have Nick in custody and have to let Kaysen go free. That seemed like the only option, at least for now.
No va a ser Nick
One more
entonces,
thing,
porque
Zach.
va a haber otro asesinato, ¿verdad?
George looked terribly depressed. I guess this case is really getting to him. He's feeling responsible for the deaths of Becky and Diane.
Yo vi el pelo de George muy similar al otro, pero es que no tiene el tatuaje.
I wonder what's left. Well, of course, he'd still have muscle.
Bueno, llevamos 9 días. No hemos muerto en este capítulo, está bien. Guardarse. Ni tan mal. Me hace gracia esa canción. I don't know why, pero sí.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
What is it, George?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Ha parado de
Do you
llover
have
de
any
golpe.
time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea. Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
Vamos a ver con George, Ana. Vamos a tomar algo. Tiene que desahogarse, lo que veo.
George, that scar on your cheek. Where did you get it?
This? Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother.
¿Qué
She
pasa?
did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Please, Mama. I won't do it again. That hurts, Mama. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees. I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work. York. I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I? And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive. I could have saved them both. You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink, but I guess this bar is my confession chamber, and I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
Muy bien, pues vamos al hotel. Carol.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too. We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't do it.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
No lo está viendo.
I'm busy, gotta go.
Vaya.
Something funny
Bravo. Vale, y ahora ya puedo hablar con ella. Carol, please. Talk to me. No es el momento de hablar con ella. No es el momento, ¿verdad? Voy a acercar un poco el micro. Mi hermano está en la oficina del sheriff, ¿no? Pobre hombre, tener que vigilar a Nick, que no ha hecho nada. Muy seguro lo tienes, ¿no? Eso de que no ha hecho nada, pero bueno. George, algo que hablar. Vale, sí. Si está en amarillo es algo que hablar. Uy.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Emily.
Zack, Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
York? Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
Nos quedamos Emily y yo, no pasa nada.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past. Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too. I respect him, of course. I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Por un momento pensé que iba a poner en plan de rollo Kiss me. Pero que no. No quiero ninguna relación amorosa en este juego, ¿eh? No es necesaria. Uy. ¡Belle! A ver qué. Carga usted, man.
I had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
York.
York.
Yes.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
No entiendo por qué dice eso. Al hotel nos vamos. ¿Dónde está el puto...? Aquí, coche. Para allá, sí. ¡No! ¡Me cago en la puta! He guardado hace nada, ¿verdad? Por favor, dime que sí. Por favor. Vale, hemos vuelto. He tenido que ver otra vez todas las escenas. Pero bueno, voy a guardar aquí rapidísimo, ¿vale? A ver, verlas tampoco. He podido saltármelas. Básicamente... ha cargado... La última vez que guardé fue cuando salimos de lo del asesinato y toda la vaina. Y nos dice el George, vamos a tomar algo. Y por suerte... pues eso, que nos... Vamos a ir suave, no vamos a meter el turbo. Porque fue por eso antes que... Parece ser que se petó. Así que nada. ¿Te imaginas que maten a Polly ahora? No sé. Que van a matar a todo el pueblo, parece, ¿eh? Solo las pavas, por cierto. O sea, que Emily corre peligro, parece ser. Joder, qué lento va usted, señor, ¿eh? ¿Cuánto es 50 millas por hora?
Let's focus on the case at hand. The murders with the red seeds. Officially, the Bureau has not made a statement about these seeds. Some even claim that they are irrelevant to the killings. But after the red seeds were found in a Boston homicide, I've been unable to get them out of my head. I've even gone through all of the files looking for similar cases, and we found 7 other homicides related to the seeds. The victims were all young girls, and they were killed in 8 different states. They arrested all 7 murderers, but there was no connection between them. However, we must not overlook there was one thing linking the cases together, and that's the red seeds. And I have a hunch this case here in Greenvale is going to lead us to the truth about those seeds. Don't you think so, Zach? Well, let's just do what we can do and do our best. And by doing our best, I'm sure we'll get to where we need to go.
¿Ya? Vale, venga. Vamos a entrar, esperamos que no pete y ya está. Peta cada X tiempo. Bueno, por lo menos no es seguido. Parece ser que la versión de Steam incluso es más irregular. Pero bueno. Ay, escribir, tú. Vale, recopilar cosas. Venga.
From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects.
Uh-huh.
There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed.
Yeah.
We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane,
vale.
was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Que estaba viva. Se acaba de producir.
That's right. Diane was still alive. This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed. Which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene. There are 2 possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, and one other. Zach, who was the other person at the gallery?
Loco, vamos a ver. No lo sabes tú. El de la máscara. Se nos olvida ese pavo, que no lo hemos vuelto a ver.
Casey. We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Cason's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The 2 were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Cason up in the basement. Now, what did Cason hear when he was locked up?
Pasos. Se le da... Me equivoco de botón aún ahora, tío.
the sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day.
Pero
Which
dudo que
means
fuera
it was
Nick,
likely
¿no?
that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However,
Seguro.
immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest.
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
A mí me gustaría creer que sí, pero no sé. No lo sé, realmente. Es que no lo sé.
Me too. Asha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There's the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
No sé yo qué decirte.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan.
Uy. Poli, ¿verdad? ¿O no? ¡Ah, no! No, no me quiero liar con ella. No quiero que haya amor, no.
What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
Gracias,
My mother was
York.
a very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly. Baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that
La
he
pava
did.
está en plan de ¿qué coño me estás
Like father, like son.
contando?
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
Ooh.
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What kind of person is
Su amigo
he then?
invisible, ¿verdad?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he is always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child. I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends.
I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working together, getting through things.
This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life.
Mm.
If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely?
Es verdad.
Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember? Our conversation with Emily. She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you.
Eres un poco
If
tonto,
that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed.
Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
Madre mía, la moto. ¿Lo habéis oído? Joder, ha pasado 3 veces ya.
Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please! Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it in here, Thomas. I'm going mad. I know you're there. Come on, please! Thomas! 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 Thomas!
Chill, pero vamos a ver. Thomas. Un momento. ¡Oh my god! Perfecto, venga, muy bien, la paga, gracias. Buenas tardes. Guardar, sí. No vaya a ser que pete. ¿Cuánto llevamos? Pues espero que poco, ¿eh? Venga, visión de Zack.
Previously during the investigation.
So, you want to find out everything there is to know about Diane?
York, Nick is leaving the bar.
Wait! She's still alive.
Stop right there, Nick. You're You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames. Emily, hurry!
You saved my life.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
Wow. Hay 4 puertos. Descansa. Buah, no me jodas, que es un puzzle de estos. ¡No! Sigue, yo qué sé, a lo mejor. ¡Uy! El padre, ¿no? Hola. ¡Papa!
Open this door. There is no turning back. You still want to enter?
Ah, no, es el otro, el de la máscara. Sí.
I do. It's better than staying here.
Very well then. Off you go, Mr.
Look carefully, boy. At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love.
¡Oh, Dios mío! ¿Qué mierda es eso? Ay, por favor. El terror. Bueno, a sonar con Poli, ¿no? Oh, mira, bostezaba yo que también.
Mr. Morgan, do you want a refill?
Yes. Thank you.
Has marcado algo en la...
Is the coffee that good, Mr. Morgan?
Coffee is a vital, investigative tool. I know exactly what to do now.
¡Harry! ¿Quién era Harry?
It says to hurry, and the first letter of each line is H-A-R-R-Y. Hurry to Harry. Looks like the time that he was talking about has come. Let's go pay the problematic rich boy who owns half of the town a visit.
Ah, vale, de la máscara.
Polly, I think I'm going to go see Harry today.
Oh, really? He's a little strange, but I think he's the most trustworthy one around here. I think you'll have fun with him.
If you say so, Polly, then we probably will.
Of course. Now, give me your cup, and I'll give you some more coffee.
I'll see you later, Polly.
Mr. Morgan, what about the coffee? Don't you want a refill? Your coffee!
Oh, wow, eso sí que es humor de calidad, ¿eh? Madre mía. Vamos. ¿Qué coño pinta este señor aquí?
Hey, am I still a suspect?
Sí, por supuesto.
No.
¿Cómo que no?
Okay, well, good. My wife and I have been living separately for over 3 years now. Diane, she's a single woman, so there shouldn't be a problem.
That's true.
I feel so bad for Diane, though. Gosh. Did you find out who did it?
I can't discuss that.
Yes, of course. I understand. You don't have to tell any of the folks around town about me and Diane, do you?
No, I won't do that. But it's a small town. I'm sure the rumors have started already. Nothing to be ashamed of, right? What's there to worry about?
Nothing in particular. No, nothing at all. I'm clean as the sheets in this hotel. What's with that look? We don't have a problem, right?
It looks like Kaysen is involved with another woman in town.
¿Ah?
We can only hope it isn't Emily.
Voy a guardar ahora que lo vi. Otra vez está aquí. ¿Podemos hablar contigo? Hablar, sí que podemos.
You.
Voy a dar un paseo, ¿no? No me voy del pueblo, tranquilo. Ah, pues. Vale. Vamos a dar un paseo. Vamos a guardar. Vamos a mirar cuánto llevo grabado. Creo que nada, supongo, ¿no? Muy poquito. Por favor, espero que sí. No sé. Es para ir calculando. A ver, cheque. Darme un momentito, ¿eh? Porque esto de hacer zoom aquí encerrado, tú, es como... No veo bien. Joder, pues parece que 50 y algo, ¿no? No sé. Joder, pues no me lo creo, tío. Si ha pasado... Bueno, claro, es que ha pasado más cosas. Tengo que ir a ver a Harry. Harry. ¿Dónde vive Harry? Uy, la Emily está muriéndose ahí. Madre mía. Parece un Photoshop. Bueno, en Photoshop no, un... ¡Oye, oye, oye!
York, I can't find Thomas. Was he here?
No, I haven't seen him. Have you tried the radio?
I've been trying, but he's not answering.
What about Nick?
No problem with him. He's calmed down a little. He's still saying you didn't do it.
¿Te imaginas que fuera
Nick
Thomas?
said that Thomas disappeared sometime during the night. He kept calling for him, but Thomas stopped responding. I'm a bit worried. George has asked for permission to search for Thomas.
I understand that things have been hard for Thomas, but surely he's just resting at home. But I'm not against looking for him. Tell George that he has my blessing.
Okay. As far as I know, Thomas always calls in when he needs a day off.
We're human, and so we are limited. As far as you know, there haven't been any serial killings here before, right?
That's right, but that's not...
Emily, I'm going to see Harry today.
What? Why? We have plenty of other leads to follow, don't we?
He did invite me over, though. It would be bad manners not to accept.
Are you really an FBI agent? I think the FBI would take a more logical approach to investigations.
¿No sabes por qué?
A serial killer does not stay within the boundaries of logic. Thus, you can't hope to capture such a killer using only logic. That's why I'm going to see Harry. You go with George and find Thomas.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Great. Thanks.
Uy, perdón. Le he dado un golpecito al ratón.
I was an idiot for thinking he might be a good pick. I really need to work on my taste in men.
Ok. Límite de 8 a 9. Vale, pues podemos ir ya, ¿no? Bumba. 4000 yardas. Madre de amor hermoso. Pues ya podían poner el piloto automático, te lo juro, ¿eh? Toma. Joder, vaya frenada de golpe. Qué guay. Frena como los coches de verdad. Increíble. Quiero mirar dónde vive. Es que va saltando, ¿no? Iba antes saltando, no sé, se quedó medio monger. Vale. Voy a mirar dónde vive el otro. Vale, Harry. Me encantaría que me pusieran el mapa donde tal. Desguace. Swery. Granja. Aquí. Área del objetivo principal. Joder. Bueno, pues tendremos que ir... Bueno. No tengo ni puta idea, pero bueno, venga, vamos a hablar.
We've ended up with a third victim. That dive I made at the gallery ended up being a wasted attempt to save a life. It's a real mess, Zach.
Dive. When's the last time I made a dive like that? Oh, I remember. Do you? It was in my late teens. We used to go to those concerts. You and I liked punk rock, but we liked different types of punk. You liked hard and heavy punk, like Crash and Sham 69. I liked the more twisted ones, like The Damned, Buzzcocks, Iggy Pop, and Joy Division. We used to talk for
Joy Division, llamarle punk.
Liked. But for some reason, neither of us listened to the Sex Pistols. I wonder why that was. Seems strange thinking about it now.
Qué raro eres, tío, o sea, de verdad. Creo que tengo que torcer aquí, ¿no? Miramos antes. Casi me voy a comer un coche. No. No voy bien, no voy bien. ¿O sí? Espérate. Vale, sí. Sigourney la vagabunda tiene una misión, ¿sabes? Vamos. Que la va a hacer Peter, por cierto, la misión de la Sigourney, ¿eh? Por mucho de... ¡Ah, no! ¡Tengo un alien! No, no, me da igual. No. No es la de verdad, es de mentira la Sigourney esa, ¿eh? ¿Hay un perro sonando? Shut up, dog. ¿Cómo se nota que hemos llegado a la ciudad, que de repente bajan los frames? Sobre todo como ultra lento. Increíble, Vale, ahora que parece que hay menos cosas, pues cargará un pelín. Tampoco te creas. Muchos Perro, por favor, ¿quieres caer? Te estoy oyendo yo hasta con los auriculares ahí puestos con el cancelación de ruido. Por favor. Pórtese bien. O sea, de verdad. ¿Tiene un amo que igual es idiota? Pues puede ser. Bem, 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 bem. ¿Estará Thomas igual ahí? Por eso nos manda ahí. Paga por larga distancia, gracias. Que puede ser, ¿eh? A ver, medio depósito casi. Desde el hotel hasta aquí. Esta es la casa. Esta es la entrada a la casa, ¿no? Tengo que llamar a la puerta para que me dejen entrar. Makes sense. Mansión de Harry.
Mr. Francis York, finally you have arrived. You are welcome to come inside.
¿Tengo que ir en coche de nuevo o me va automáticamente? ¿Me va automáticamente? ¡Qué guay! ¿Cuánto llevamos? ¿Pone 1 hora? Déjame verlo. Si pone 1 hora lo vamos a dejar aquí, ¿eh? Aunque... ¡Buah! ¿Te imaginas terminar el juego ya? No, tenemos que mirar a ver. Sí, llevamos 1 horita. 1 horita con algo. Así, no sé exactamente cuánto, pero bueno. Lo dejamos aquí. Venga. Guardar, sí. Y voy a cerrar el juego y la consola. O sea, no dejarla en suspensión como se queda la consola normalmente. Pero cerrando el juego para que no pete tanto. Pero bueno. Chao, chao.